All right, good afternoon, everybody, and welcome back to Satisfactory. I say that, good afternoon, everybody, but I just started the stream 10 seconds ago, so nobody's here yet. But you, watching the VOD in the future, you're very much welcome as well. All right, so when we left off, we had got our compacted coal factory up and running, and it was time to start looking at refineries. So we're gonna need to get some blueprints going here. The idea I have in mind is to make 3 or 4 refineries with all their inputs and outputs kind of connected up as a template, and then use that to do both the turbo fuel and the normal fuel generators, or production, over at the final location. I'd like to get that much done first, and then figure out where to go after that. Now, one thing I know I need more of is encased industrial beams. We don't have enough of those. We've been pulling out of the dimensional depot. So I'm not making anywhere near as many Mark III belts anymore. I don't think I need all these pipes. I will need some copper sheets, but I'm going to take like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 of these, I think. And then we'll get some copper sheets as well, because we're going to be making some pipeline. What else could we use? Rotors, cable. How are we for cable? We're on the short side, it looks like. Let's get some of that going. Okay. Wire, we're probably okay. Concrete, we always need more. That's probably enough. Metal plates for foundation. And then, let's see, how are we for rods? Let's get a couple stacks of rods going. Yep, that looks good. Now the next question would be, what's involved in making refineries? So if I was going to production and refinery, I need motors, which I have, pipes, steel pipes and copper sheets, which I have. Okay, so we're gonna need a few more motors, it looks like, for sure, because I'm gonna be making like 20 or so refineries. Let me grab like a couple extra stacks there. We can get rid of the wood and the grass. Not super worried about that. I could put these things away. I need to top up on my turbo fuel, and then I think we're good to go. So I want turbo fuel and nobelisks, and then I think we're good to go. That's black powder. All right, I think we're okay now. Let's get over to the blueprint designer and start working on a refinery blueprint. So the goal here is have a number of refineries with all their inputs and outputs already made, and make that a reusable blueprint. So let's go refineries here and see how many we can squeeze in. Looks like it's going to be pretty tough to get more than 3. Could I fit 4 if I went all the way to the edge? Maybe. If I could fit 4 in here, that would be amazing. Let's lock that in place. And let's get it as centered as we can. So something like that has equal amounts on the left and right. And then we'll push it as far to the right as we can go. Looks like it's already there. Let's build that and see if we can squeeze 4 of those in. I don't think so. I think we're going to be limited to 3, but maybe I'm wrong. So can we do 2, 3, and get a 4th? Come on. I can just fit 4. Fantastic. Okay. So this will be able to be a very nice modular blueprint for us. Let's assume, all right, let's do the inputs first. We've been going right to left for inputs, I believe. I guess it doesn't matter as long as we're consistent. So we can go right to left for inputs and then right to left for outputs. That works fine. So the input would come over, the input would be here. Let's put down a splitter. Looks like that's the one we want. 2, and then 3. And then because this might end up connecting to another one, we'll actually put a 4th one down. All right, let's do connections for this. And then I have been painting I started a trend last time, or a convention, where I paint the input green. You know, I think I used that one, but this is kind of more, that's a better green, I think. So input comes in there. Let's make sure we leave room for this. There's the input line. And then we want to connect up to a pipe as well. So I think now we switch over to our pipe hotbar. Let's get something going like this. Up by 1, maybe? We'll see how that feels. Are we able to make that work? Let's see. So we would have this here. I think that's going to be fine. 2, 3, 4, like that. I guess my default color here for pipelines is currently set to blue. I mean, I guess that's fine. We can recolor things as we need to. And then well, the input can be kind of anywhere on this. We don't have to specify an input from the left if we don't want to. But we need to make sure we can connect these, so let's go there. Noodle, auto 2D, noodle. I guess noodle's fine. And then regardless of whether we actually use all the inputs and outputs, we have them all kind of wired up. So there's all the inputs done. And yes, materials available, fluids available. Looks good. Hey, Pilachu, ohayo gozaimasu. Welcome back to the channel. Okay. Now we want to do outputs, and I guess we're still going to go left to right here. Let's go ahead and do materials. So mergers here. Like this. 2, 3, and 4. Okay, so these are outputs. The final output is here, and we determined that outputs are white. And then... oh, you know what? We can actually mark the whole pipe as inputs with that green color. And say, you can put that wherever you want. That's kind of hard to see. You know what? Let me actually not do that. Let me keep the convention of left to right. So inputs are on over here. Like this. And then outputs are over on the other side. All right, let's do liquid output now. So those are mergers. Everything's connected up. Looks good. All right. Let's get our output pipe. I can't remember how close this was over here. It was right, yeah, it was right next to it. All right, so that'll work. Oh, I lifted it up by 1, didn't I? And then we did 1, 2, 3. Where did I miss one? At the very end? Okay. 4. So we'll color you white to signify your output. Where's the white swatch? 6. Okay. So the output pipes are in place. Okay, there's that. That's a good start. And actually, the interesting thing here is, because it goes right up to the edge, because it's a full width thing, we can place one right next to each other and there'll be no gap. Kind of interesting. All right. Power's up top. Let's get some power in here and then we'll save the blueprint and move forward with it. Now, I'm not going to be able to put that over here, or maybe I will. Yeah, okay, I guess I will. That would be right there. So it has to be in a little bit. Where is it? It's on that line? Okay. So it's on that square, but then over by 1. I like having symmetricality in my blueprints. Less necessary in the bigger world, but if I'm gonna take the time to build a blueprint, it might as well look good. All right, now that is a pretty solid blueprint. Inputs and outputs for 4 refineries. We'll be instantly able to build this template and then put in whatever recipe we need. You learned how to pronounce my name? Have I not been saying Pila correctly all this time? Your real name is Bianca? Well, okay, nice to meet you, Bianca. As you know, my real name is Jordan. All right, let's save this. This is going to be a template. So, 4 refineries. We'll select the refinery icon. Let's set the directory into templates, production, for refineries, and save the blueprint. Okay. With that done, let's head back over to the lake. I think we want to redirect this a little bit now. So we want to go pretty much over there, I think. Yeah, over to that coal, actually. Let's aim in that direction. Where is the coal? Shouldn't I be able to see it from here? Oh, I have to apply. Yeah, we want to go right over there. All right, so let's put down a hypertube support. Aiming... that's kind of the right direction. We'll try something like that. We'll see if this gets us close to where we want to be. Alright, off we go. Yeah, we can aim just a little bit left. We'll follow the wires. So... yeah, there's the compacted coal and our 3 extractors. Okay. All right. Pretty good. Now, I pronounced chew correctly? Isn't it just chew, or is it chew or siu? Pila siu? Pila chew? I don't know. It sounds like to me it would be chew. Like the Japanese word for kiss, but I don't know for sure. Now, let me check my notes here. Well, actually, first, let's make sure we're producing what we intend to be producing. Yes, compacted coal coming out of the output spout. That's what we like to see. And everybody's yellow, no reds. Looks good. Okay. That's right? Okay, good. Now then, for each power plant, we need 9 refineries making turbo fuel and 5 refineries making fuel. So let's figure this out. If we have oil coming out of here and going into, let's say, some fuel refineries there, the fuel pipes around and goes into the rear of... Now, those guys are real close together. I kind of need to pull this away a little bit. So we would need 5 refineries making fuel there. So that would look something like... That would look something like this. And then the output of that and some of the compacted coal goes into 9 refineries over here. So the problem's going to be the second set. It's going to get interrupted by that rib thing. Let's clear some space and lay down some foundation and see what we can make happen here. That's pretty clear. All right, so if we're laying down a piece of foundation, looks like the first one we want to lay down is there. And we kind of want to work with this. So let's start building here. There we go. That's going to cut into this other refiner, so I can't really do that. You can place that there. And we might have to push this batch a little bit forward to get away from that rib. And away from this refinery. I don't know. Not sure about this. We might have to carve out a hole for that later. I'm gonna have to get underneath this if I want to cut it. I mean, I'm not trying to get too aesthetic in this playthrough, but like having grass poking through the ground is annoying. What do we got? We got a little bit there. I don't think you can bomb the bones of the world. I don't think you can get rid of those. But that's kind of everything I needed to worry about there. Okay. So what we want here is 9 refineries. Let's see what our blueprint, if we can figure out a way to put our blueprint down. Let's see. So there's the rear. We want to get kind of up close to that one. That's 8. It'd be pretty nasty to try and get 9 there. Let me see if this works. So there's 8. Let's put 9 down next to it. Like this. That's 8. I guess what I technically need is 8.3. There's something weird with the colors there. There we go. What I actually need is, yeah, 8.89 refineries. So I can overclock 1 to 1.89%, 189%, and make do with that. And is that, how is that looking? See, the front is kind of carved in a little bit. Yeah, the front, that's a problem. Do I have room in the back? Not really. However, even though it's clipping in, I guess it's fine because the output comes out over there. So the turbo fuel comes out over there. And I guess that leaves room for the refineries for... Like we can cut out a little bit of this space here, I guess, for this guy. And then do like a half foundation. Right here. Like that. So we leave a little space for this. All right, so here's where our turbo fuel comes out. Over here. We can hook these guys up together. So there's no material output, there's only fluid output. I think this will work. I think this is okay. And this is all going to be turbo fuel, so I can recolor this now to signify turbo fuel. Ah, that's no good. I'm gonna have trouble deleting that now. Oh well. Alright, so there's all the turbo fuel coming out. I don't need to delete these things. This belt and the splitters on it are useless, but it's just a few resources. So all the turbo fuel is gonna come out of here. I will need to... Let's see, I will need to set this up to make turbo fuel. So you're going to expect regular fuel and compacted coal. Perfect. Okay. And then we make you red because you're also turbo fuel. It's a little... The lighting is a little hard to see. I'd like a brighter red. All right, let's copy you. If I paste you, you don't get the coloration. All right. All right, turbo fuel factories are ready. One of them needs to be overclocked because I need 8.89 refineries. So you have to go to 189%. Because we have 8. Now we have 1.8. Now we have 8.89 worth. I need to hook up the power grids for the 2 blueprints as well. And then we need to hook up the inputs back here. So the expectation is that the fuel and the compact coal come in over here on the right or on the left and flow to the right. We're gonna have to deal with that. So this pipeline's gonna be all fuel, which means it should be the default pipeline color, which is orange, which is the color I've chosen for fuel for the most part. I'll leave that green to signify input. The coal's coming in here as well. So now we need to get some of the compacted coal over here. And I think for that, we can just run a line right under this pipe and then bang it into... Yeah, I think we can just do this. Let's go ahead and... I think I'm just going to build the first one here. Just get it up and running. And then we'll come... Well, I might do the second one. I'm not sure. So if I bring you back around... Make you nice and straight. I can get you... to here. Okay. So we do have to be mindful of how we split off the coal. The compacted coal. Xenoblade 3 got you into playing the flute. Okay. I haven't played an instrument in a long time. When I was a child, I learned piano, and later as a teenager, I learned the guitar. Learned being kind of a strong term. I fool around with the guitar, I guess is the better way to put it. But I haven't played an instrument since then. Let's get all these pipelines colored. All right. So now back here, I'm going to need to produce fuel from that oil. So I think what we do here is we extend our foundation like so. And then we build, let's come over here and fix this. Not quite sure how this is going to be designed yet. But we'll put another set of refineries over here to make the fuel to feed into that pipeline. And then we got to split the coal off. So we need to bring the coal together and then split it off. Well, I guess I just need a splitter here. That's a merger. I need a splitter. I need a splitter here. So part of this line should be sufficient to fuel one factory, and then we're going to have the remainder and all of that will feed two more. You know what, let me fix this a little bit. Let's put you nice and central. Yeah. That works. Okay, so there is a height difference here. Let's come out to the edge. Why can't I find somewhere to stand on, please? Yeah. Come out to here. Make our way down and into this line. Let's see. Why don't you come to here? Like this. All right, compacted coal begins to flow. We need to get these refineries powered on. But we need to build the other refineries first. So let's go up and do that. Okay, so now I need 5 refineries creating fuel based on this oil extractor thing. So let me put another blueprint copy of this down. And I think rather than let's see, where's the front? I could do it this way. Goes in from the left. Let me H that and go take a look. So we need one more refinery on the left. We could overclock. We could put it here. Somewhere like this. A little too close there. We could put it here. Let's see what that looks like. So if I put it there, and then I need one more refinery over here. I think we have room for it. And then the oil goes into that line. Yeah, I think that works. Okay. So then, just because it's going to be faster, let me... I think it will be faster to just build another copy of the blueprint here and then delete the stuff we don't need. I can't tell what would be faster, doing that or building another refinery. Might be 6 of one, half a dozen of the other. Elden Ring got Game of the Year and OST of the Year. Yeah, that sounds about right. Oh, God of War Ragnarok for OST. What do I want to do here? You know what? I think it might be better to just build the refinery rather than try to do the blueprint. So I don't need that line. And then we can also get rid of some of this. Okay, we're going to send the oil over into this line. Let's do the connection here. So we only need the one connection here for the input and for the output. Or no. Wait, this one will have an output. This one will have, because these ones are going to be making fuel, so we're going to have to dispose of the polymer resin somehow. Okay. Let's lock you in. Okay. So the oil comes in here, which means this is all black. Feeds into these 5 refineries. Comes out as fuel. And polymer resin. So we need to join up to the fuel line now, and the polymer resin line. Which has to go somewhere, and we have to do something with it. You're a merger, right? Where's your input? Why doesn't... What? What? Why is this... Why is this backwards? Have I done this whole thing backwards? I thought the... Oh, the power's at the back. Oh, son of a bitch. Hold on. Did I get this completely wrong? No. That's the input, right? That's an output. Oh, this last one I did backwards. That's what happened. Oh my god. Okay. I did the last one backwards. Yeah, input and output should be like this. So now... Yeah, there we go. Okay. I was very confused for a moment. There we go. There's your polymer resin coming out and joining the merger line. Okay, all right. And then back here we can flow in the oil. I'm gonna have to redo this though. I'm gonna have to redo the fuel as well. All right. So oil goes in. Oil goes in, very nice. All right. Polymer resin comes out and fuel comes out. All right. That's better. So fuel comes out. And it can just go directly into there, into over there. That's fine. So the fuel goes in there, joins with the compacted coal, becomes what it needs to be. Now the problem we have is all of this polymer resin. We got to bring this out somewhere and get rid of it. So we're gonna have multiple places that we're gonna need to dispose of this, or multiple power plants, I guess, that'll need to dispose of this. It's gonna have to go into an awesome sink. I guess we can have one awesome. It's kind of a waste of power, but we can have one awesome sink per, or either that, or I can. I mean, this was a merger, so we designed it to come out here and then flow around. What does that look like? There's a little bit of overflow there. I guess it doesn't super matter. I don't really have much of a choice here. I gotta move it along somehow. All right, let's bring it over here for now. That gives us some space to move around with it. Let's get the refinery online and get power hooked up. Now, I did inputs and outputs, but I didn't do electricity for this. I guess we can just hook it up like that. We can connect these grids together as well. So you're gonna have power out front, right? Let's bring that like that. I guess it goes through a thing, but that's fine. Okay. Bring that to there. And then over to here. And you can be the source for this bad boy. Now. 5 refineries creating fuel at maximum production. I don't know if I set these all. No. Select recipe. Fuel. So you need 60 per minute. Yeah, we need 300 oil per minute from this refinery. I'm not sure if we're going to get that or not. But let's see. All right, they're all making fuel. Is this normal? What is this? This is a pure node. All right, so 300 per minute should be possible here. 240 meters cubed. Okay, that works. So we need to get the oil over to there. Let's set up a little support line. Maybe there. And then one over here-ish, or I don't know, something like this. No. We'll just build a refinery now. So we go to production, oil extractor. I guess we're aiming it that way. Is that kind of straight? That looks like that'll work. Okay. We'll connect you to power. We'll pipe you up. Your crude oil. We want you at 300 cubic meters. 300 meters, yeah, 300 cubic meters per minute. Okay. So you guys are not quite connected yet. If I bring this over here. And then join this to the network. All right, there we go. So you'll turn on. We'll have to check that everything's functioning as intended. You'll start producing 300 cubic meters per minute. And actually, I'm going to start you out a little bit faster, and we'll set you back down in a moment. Let's check our power draw. What are we doing right now? Consumption, 1680. Okay, not too bad yet. You're producing fuel. Now, the problem's going to be the polymer resin. We're already starting to get it. All right. Let's bring you here. No, why is that so close? Dang it. All right, I want it right as far as it can without actually clipping through. Just like that. All right, you come over here. You gotta figure out what we're gonna do with you. I mean, I guess for now we can have an awesome sink here. And we can try and merge everything up. I can come up with a better solution later if necessary. But let's just put a merger in front of this for now. We'll have a three-way merger, I think. Output going into the awesome sink. And then the first connection's over here. Let's get you powered on from something. I might have a better use for this stuff later. There might be like a polymer, and there might be like plastic that we want to make, because there is water over here. So there might be a better choice later. But for right now, I just want to get rid of it and get the power up and running. Where's my best source to get power, by the way? For this guy. I guess over here? Okay, there we go. Now we should be making turbo fuel. Yes, we are making the turbo fuel. Excellent. We're getting fuel at least. Now, why aren't you getting compacted coal, though? Oh, something's gone wrong with the compacted coal line. Okay, you got to there. Oh, I never connected them up. Okay, that's fine. There we go. We have our turbo fuel. All right. This pipe should be full now. Or not quite, interestingly. I would like it to be full, which is why I overclocked that. It is pumping though. All right, so we got turbo fuel. We can now power on 37 and change fuel generators from all the turbo fuel we're producing here, which should get us 5,500 megawatts of power. All right, so consumption's up, but not too bad yet. And we should be able to, yeah, we should be able to finish things. So the last thing we're going to need is a blueprint for packing as many fuel generators as possible into a blueprint. I guess I don't actually have to go home for that. I can build that here somewhere. And see what that looks like. But that's just consuming one oil thing. Later on, once we get the pipes that can carry 600, this pure node goes up to like 250% and outputs what? Like 500 some odd oil per minute. Goes into a pipe that way and then feeds another pair of power plants along with the two other nodes we have over here. Because that one's pure. This one I believe is normal, and I think this one's normal. Yeah. So you guys can't quite get to the 300 you need, even if I fully overclock. Oh no, I guess, could you? What can you can get to 270, I think. Theoretically, you can't get to 300. Oh, you can, if I super turbocharge you? All right. I'll try and keep that in mind. We'll come back to that later. All right, so I need to build a blueprint for... I need to build a blueprint for fuel generators. So, we can support 37 fuel generators, so ideally, I'd want some multiple of that, but I think really I just want to pack in as many as possible. Let's see what we can do here. I'm not exactly sure where we're placing these. Like, this water would be great for water extractors, but I might need to place some foundation on it. Because, like, this has to move over in that direction because these two, like, you're going to have to kind of go all over in there, and then you're going to have to kind of go out where the blueprint designer is. All right. How can I do this? So... let's assume we take all the turbo fuel from here, or rather from here, and then push it into a platform over in this direction. And then we put the generators on that. That could work. So you end up going something like this. I don't think we'll need this much space, but let's set up the space we might need, and then we can trim it later. Can't quite get... oh, there we go. I can get these somewhere. I think I can get these. All right, so this is kind of where we're going to have the first generators, the first batch of generators. Let me throw down a lookout tower over here and then see what I can do in terms of fuel generators. How many can I squeeze in? I'd love to get 8, better yet 16, but I don't think that's possible. Let's see. Fuel powered generator. Oh, I'm missing rubber. Okay, I'm gonna have to go home and fling myself back here. Let's do it. Super dark for some reason. I'm gonna need a butt ton of rubber here. Let's see. That's 4, 8, 12, 24, 36. That's enough for all the generators in one section. One power plant. All right. Dump out some wood. Dump out some leaves. I guess I should store the bacon in case I need it for something in the future. I don't think there's anything I would need it for. I don't need like the health. I don't need the healing thing, because I'm not taking any damage really, aside from the occasional odd respawn. But I'll store it all the same. All right, let's fling ourselves back over and continue our work. Where is it? Here we go. It's brighter here at night for some reason. All right, fuel generators. How many can we squeeze in here and how would it work? So you have an input on the rear like that, which probably needs to be towards the center. So I can fit you there. Then what? Can I get another one to your right? Looks like I can. Yeah, I can just squeeze you in. And then I'm guessing, so I can do 4. I can do 4 here, I think. I don't know if we can go vertical and get some more in or not. Now, why won't this last one fit? It's like, it fits exactly 4. We can't go vertical. So it looks like 4 is the most I can do. And then I barely have room to squeeze in. Oh, I don't know if that's going to work at all. Because they would have to connect to both of them. Yikes. Can I... Let's say I put a pipe here and connect them directly. And then I put the... Can I get the pipeline junction on here? I cannot. They're too close. Oh, that's so frustrating. That means I really can't do much of anything here. There's no way I can, like, make that work. Approaching another object's clearance. Ooh, that's frustrating. Because they're already right up to the edge. All right, so what that means is... If I reverse these two, I can at least have one of them hooked up. Hold on. I might still be able to make something work here. So instead of having them both point to the middle, let's have them both point to the outside. Like that. And then... Like, I can definitely... put this... Can I put this? If I do a pipeline here... and then here... I don't know if I can do this on the second one. But maybe I can make this work? And then we would have what? We'd have a junction here. It's encroaching another object's clearance. Damn. There's just not enough room. There's not enough room to do anything useful here. unfortunately. I guess what I could do is stagger them. I could stagger them. So, like, you could predicate the idea that, like, we put one in the middle, I guess. Like this. This might have potential to work. I don't know. Can I fit a junction here? No, it still doesn't like it. So I can only do it like this. I can't, like, put these down first and then put the other thing down, right? Maybe? I don't know what's possible. I haven't played around with this particular blueprint before. So, like, if I pop you down now... Encroaching another object's clearance. I can get it there. Or there. That's kind of weird. Because that's not centered, really. That works for some reason? Okay, that doesn't really work because it's too, yeah, it's too far away. All right, so this is not going to be a thing. I mean, what do I do here? This is not super helpful, really. I guess the idea then would be something like this, where it's in the middle. Oh, it's on top. Oh, that's kind of interesting. Now, wait a minute. On top, that is kind of interesting. Hold on. Maybe I can do something cool here. Like, let's say, how high is this? It's kind of lifted up quite a bit. But could I have, like, a loop? How much is that lifted up? 1, 2, 3. Okay, hold on. Let's say that I throw something like this, 1, 2, 3, and then we try and build this on top. See, I want it to drop its little thingamabobs. Maybe this isn't how I do it. Let's put another one right there, and then try to go like this. That seems interesting. H. Can't go left. What if I do this? So we delete that. Then this one has to go in here. And then the problem is, how do we get this to line up with that? It can't, like, you can't really do it. I guess it could come underneath and match up over here. If I reversed it. That could kind of maybe work. Hold on. So let's say this was here and came right up to the edge. I might still have to connect this up manually later, but at least we could have it placed correctly. That's as far as I can go with that. And then I come up here and we pop you down. Let me see if I can get close. H that. Left. Does that work? Hold on. I have to turn it around first. It's something like this. That looks like that could work. So it's kind of lifted up a little bit. And then I would still have to connect this up. Actually, hold on. If I delete this and delete this, is there any way to connect you up directly? So you would work, but you're overlapping the blueprint designer, right? So that would be the final piece, is I'd have to do that. And it would be a little bit of a lift, but the head lift should be okay. I guess we do it like this. That would be the final touch, I guess. This could work. I can see this working. Make 2... Hey, Strife, welcome back to the channel. Make 2 BP, one with pipe and one without. I honestly think this is okay. I just want to get the final piece, it looks like. Yeah, right there, instead of where I have it. So, like, I placed that there, and then I placed this one here. Then we put down these things. Ugh. And we put them down so that I can't see where the... Yeah, we put them down like this. That goes there. Then this one goes like that. Somewhere near there. That'll work. And then all we have to do is come around and loop up the final objects. Like this. It's an open question whether it'll actually work. I'll have to build one of them first. I just achieved pipe dream for some reason. Chat on your end was acting wonky. Oh, I'm sorry to hear that, buddy. You were what? Trying to communicate with me? You can clip that through here. And I guess I can put this back. So that looks good. Let's figure out where the power poles go. I guess the easiest way to do this is put power poles at every corner. And then I can connect them up however I want later. When I figure out how that's supposed to look. So you connect to that guy. And also to that guy. And you connect over here. All right, and then you can go to that guy, and you can go to this guy. And then the problem is these guys. I guess we'll go halfways here. I think this is going to be functional. I think this is what we needed. So assuming we feed the power in, and I'll go ahead and make this all turbo fuel right now. Because I don't want to be using fuel generators for anything else. I don't remember if the color carries over in a blueprint. I can't remember whether that ever worked, or if it didn't work and then they fixed it, or if they never fixed it, or if it just worked from the beginning. And these are turbo fuel generators, so we'll color them as well. Okay. I think this is a functional blueprint. So this is 4 connected up, and then when I put the next one down, I just need to connect the pipes. I need three pipes and power to get this to work. I think. We're gonna give it a shot and see if we get it to work. All right, so this is... Where are we going to put this? This is 4 turbo fuel generators. We'll put fuel generator. Select icon, set directory. I think this is under power. Biomass, coal. Looks like I need another subcategory. It's going to be fuel. Add the blueprint here, apply changes, save the blueprint. Okay. Load blueprint, power, turbo. Okay, so that's there. All right, let's give it a shot. So we need 37, I think, fuel generators to eat up all this turbo fuel. Let me double check my notes. Yeah, 37. Okay. So 34 gets us this blueprint. 4 goes into what? 36? 9 times. So I need 9 copies of this blueprint. I'm not quite sure what this looks like, but let's get it put down. All right, so the pipeline is coming from back here. I guess this is fine. We'll split the pipeline into probably 3 lines of 3. So let's take a look at this, at the first one here. I guess we'll leave room to do that. Yeah, okay, so let's just get the first one up and running and make sure everything functions correctly. So the last... Okay, it did keep all the colors. Last things we need to do are pipe to pipe. Looks like that is gonna work. Okay. Pipe to pipe. Now, hold on. Do I want to use that mode, or was there something better? Noodle. Horizontal to vertical. Auto 2D loses its mind. I guess noodle's fine. So we do that. And then we connect up the power lines, and then we... Okay, so I'm going to want to pull this out, come over in this direction. I'm going to want a pipeline junction here. A little bit out. Something like this. For right now, I'll make this pipes. That way I don't have to keep fixing it. And then some of it will go over there to another line of 3 of these blueprints, and some of it will come right here. Now for you, I want you to be... I guess I don't want this. I want a clean connection. Is that right? There we go. Okay. And then... power. Let's see it work. It says no fuel. Hold on. Wait for it. Oh, hold on. I do need to get across the final line here. So I've missed that connection in the blueprint. I need to fix that. All right, so you're running. You're running. What about you boys? Question is whether we can lift up in here. Or whether I need a pump or something. Feels like we should have enough lift to get up this little like 4-meter gap. It's filling slowly. This is 100% full. How's this line? That's 100% full. You're 100% full, and you're running. Perfect. Okay. Proof of concept is good. You are generating 250 megawatts. Okay. All right. We're in business. I do need to fix the issue with the blueprint. Let's get the designer back and fix it. Load, blueprint, power, turbo fuel generators. Okay. Let's wait for it to wrap up. Okay, so you were missing a connection here. And you were the wrong color over here, and everything else was fine. Now we gotta make sure we save the blueprint correctly. This is always troubling because for some reason, it sometimes loses the directory. Okay. This is going pretty well. Mark G says, it's running, better go catch it. Welcome back to the channel, Mark. Thank you so much for being here and for your terrible, terrible pun. We've got a couple of punsters now on the channel. Defective Pixel's kind of the OG. But Julianne McLarney has been gunning for second position. It looks like you're in the running too now, speaking of running. All right. So we're going to need... I'm going to need more space here. It's going to have to go out quite a ways. Let's see how far we have to go out into the pond before we start blowing stuff up. So I need a 3x3 grid, gets me 36, and then I have like, I could use one more fuel generator, which I'll have to set up manually. But let's put down 2 more of these blueprint generators. How do I get you to... I need you to line up from here to this. Okay, we were almost there. Looks like that. Is that right? Yeah, that looks correct. There's number 2. 2 of 9 of these that we need to do. And then I need another one over here. There we go. That looks correct as well. Okay. So we are going to have to come all the way out to here. Wow, that is a long way out. And I'm actually going to need a little bit of... God, this is going to take up such a huge amount of space, isn't it? All right, well, that's the game. Okay, so 1, 2, buckle my shoe. I need to connect you guys together. Wait, are you already connected somehow? You're full. You're completely... Yeah, I thought there was a problem there. It was clipping into that, but it wasn't actually connected. Okay, that's fine. We can fix that. You're starting to get fuel. You're starting to get fuel. Perfect. Now we do the final noodles. Okay, looks good. We are going to have to blow up some mushroom tree things, though, for sure. What is our... I want to watch our throughput go through the roof here. Yeah, look at this. Production's going up. Oh, that's right. I also need to connect line to line here. Power to power. Let's see it. Yeah, we're climbing. So that's 3 copies of the blueprint, and thank God I did the blueprint, because it means I find the mistakes once, and then it's just a short, small procedure to get these set up. And I need so many of these, it's insane. That's 3 blueprints. We're gonna need another 2 lines just like that. So a total of 9, and then 1 extra one to boot. Let me start building out the location here. Yeah, boy. Last one might be a little tricky. And this is just one. This is just one power plant of 3 that I plan to make. Oh my god, there's just so much. All right, let's blow all the trees at once, because why not? I'm gonna need you guys to go as well. You know what? Here, take an obelisk. I don't know if that'll work. That one should. All right, you guys ready? Explosives in 3, 2, 1, detonate. Nice. No, okay, we're good. I do think we're gonna need some walkway over here. And then a little bit down the line as well. A little bit of space just to be able to get around things without falling into the water. Even if it does clip through the world a little bit. Oh no, what happened here? How did that happen? Clip correctly, the way I want you to, not the way you want to. There we go. Okay. So, now we need to repeat this little experiment. Oh, this is so nice, though. All right. So, let's get the blueprint back out. Turbo fuel generators. Okay. So we want the little loopies on that side. Yep, looks good. Missing materials. I am missing motors. Okay, we gotta go home and get some motors. You skip doing the turbo fuel plant this playthrough and push straight through to nuclear and you regret it now? I mean, I went as far as I could on coal and then I ran out of power and it was like, you don't have a choice. You need more power here. Motors. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. I guess that should be enough. Some of these should go into here. Actually, I don't know if that's enough. How many motors go into a fuel generator? Because we got like, what? 24 left to build? What do we do? 3 times 4 is 12. Yeah. Requires 15 motors. So I need 150 for 10, 300 and change for 20. How many do I have right now? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Should be enough. All right. Let's fling ourselves over there. It should be much easier to locate this time around. Much easier to locate this time around. The huge number of plants should make it very clear from the sky where we're trying to go. Yeah, here we go. Very easy to tell. Okay. Now then, let's get back in here. So we want those on that side. And we want this lined up. The little loop-de-loops are a bit of a problem, but I don't care. Yeah, this is actually easy to orient because the orange circles I want on the far side. Like that. And like that. Okay. So, we have 3 tasks. First off, we have to bring in the actual... Now, how did I get this backwards? Wait, how did this not get put down correctly? Wait, this one's wrong too. No. Those are correct. But the first one got turned around somehow. All right, we can just rebuild it. That's weird. That looks correct. Yeah, okay. So, where's the boundary? It's here. First, we connect up the pipes between the blueprints. Here's the boundary. So you gotta go. There we go. Then we connected the pipes out here for the fuel. Then we connect power. So the column's all wired up. We connect this column to this column. And then we bring in some fuel. And just like that, I've built another 12 generators. Can I, by the way, can I just go directly like, no. I thought there was a way to auto build a connector, a junction. But, alright, we don't need it. Okay, that's a second plant complete. We should see all of them kicking into gear in a moment here. And then we're gonna need... Do I have enough room laterally here for the next set of 3? I don't think so. I think we might need more here. Or maybe not. Nope, that looks fine. Oh, blueprints are so magical. They're so wonderful. You design them once and they just speed up so much. Like, doing all this manually would have taken another hour and a half. Easy. Is the fuel flowing? The fuel is flowing. Okay. So, let's connect the grids. We'll do it in reverse this time, I guess. Do power first. I've got just enough room here that I don't think I need another line of foundation. And then we do pipes. Then we do these pipes. Okay, let's wrap this up. So those aren't actually connected, which is why I have to delete them and recreate them, because they're not connected because blueprints won't connect to each other. So even though the geometry overlaps, the pipes aren't actually connected. All right, then we have our final connection here. There's that line right there. And we can already see the second column is sort of working. It looks like I've missed something over here. What's your problem? Are you just not getting enough flow yet? Yeah, that's not quite full. Okay, that explains that. We'll have to give it a second to completely make its way across, or fill up all the pipes. But there is slightly more turbo fuel than these guys can consume in the pipes right now. Let me just double check that I didn't screw something up here. You're producing 18.75 per minute. You're consuming 7.5 per minute. So 18.75 times 8.89 gets me 160 and change, and then divided by 7.5. Now that says 22. Why would I think this could power 37? It says 37. Hold on. 8.89 refineries. I need to be making 166.67 meters cubed of turbo fuel. So we're part of the way there. Hold on. Yeah, that's 167. And then the fuel generators are burning how much? 7.5? But the tutorial said split the turbo fuel into 37 fuel generators. Split the turbo fuel into 37 fuel generators. But if we look at this, if this is the amount of turbo fuel we're making, we divide that by 37, we get 4.5. Maybe the tutorial I'm looking at is out of date or something. It seems like we don't have enough turbo fuel for this amount of generators. I mean, this is what I built, Linsenmeyer. Welcome back to the channel. Yeah, the blueprint removal feature is fantastic, I agree. I'll have to check the numbers here. It seems like this is wrong-ish. I think I've got too many generators for the amount of turbo fuel that I'm producing, unfortunately. However, we are producing a lot more power, so that's the good thing. We've gone from 4,600 to 10,000, and I definitely have room for more. You guys should all be totally full of fuel. Yeah, you're totally full of fuel. You guys are totally full of fuel, right? Yeah, 60 per minute times 5 is 300. So I can remove some of the overclocking here now that this oil line is totally full. We'll go to 301. So anyway, that's the first fuel factory. I'm not quite sure what's going on with the numbers there. I don't know why it said 37 if it can't support that many. It looks like it can support 22. Yeah, so it looks like this amount of turbo fuel can support 22, and I've built 36. So this third section over here, actually, I think we don't need. Let me break this connection here. We have 20. Yeah, this is because there's 12 in each line. 4 times 3. Each blueprint has 4, and then we put 3 blueprints down. So each one of these double rows is 12. So 2 of these should be 24, and that's technically more than can be supported. Let's let this run for a while. And I'll and we'll see how that goes. I'd rather have... Okay, so the whole bottom line here is functional. Where's my indicator over on this side? So these are all red right now, but having cut off the extra third there, this should now be slowly filling up somewhere, I feel like. You guys are burning off extra fuel right now. That's fine. We can always reconnect it, but I think the numbers on the guide I was using might be off. They might have been for a previous version of the game. Like, these might burn more now than they used to. Because it's burning 7.5 meters cubic meters per minute of turbo fuel. Maybe it used to be 4.5. I don't know. Your math is correct based on those numbers. The tutorial seems wrong. Right. All right. Well, all right. So this was a pretty good stream. We got our blueprints for putting down bunches of refineries and generators, and then we built this proof of concept. So, I mean, I could build more power. I have 2 more refineries over here that I could use to build 2 more of these. We don't quite have the compacted coal we need, so I might only build 1. Once we can get miner Mark III going, then we could get the 3rd one. Because right now we have 300 compacted coal instead of the 400 that we would need. And I've already overclocked the miners with the raw ore as much as possible. So the alternative would be using summer sloops. But I'm not sure that's something I want to do either. Because I'd have to use... I don't think I have enough anyway. Like I could double your output, and that gets me 25. That costs 2. So I need 8 for another 100. I mean, maybe I could do it. Wait a minute. How much are we making? 1, 2, 3, 4. We have 8. We have 16 times 25. That's 400. But I don't think we have the ore is the problem. Yeah, see, these are yellow because they don't have enough. What is it they don't have enough of? Well, I don't know what's going on here. There's something going on here. Is this green or yellow? This is green, right? It's because it can't output because the output line is full. But I don't think we have enough raw resource. I think we have 300 coal and 300 sulfur. So if I built 3 plants and this was running at full steam, it would fall short. I would have to use summer sloops to get from... I don't know. I don't even know how that would work. Because if you go... I guess I'd have to do it at the front of each manifold. But then the ones at the end would fall off even more. No, right now it should produce 300. So if I need 400, I would have to get a third of them with a summer sloop in. And because there's 16, I would need 6 machines, so it would cost me 12 summer sloops to do. And I don't... Yeah, that's too much. Anyway, this is a good place to take a break. I need to build more power, but having 1 plant up and running is great, and I'm very excited about it. Pilachu, Mark G, Michael Linsenmeyer, Strife A, and anybody else lurking or watching the VOD in the future, thank you guys so much for stopping by, for watching the stream, for chatting with me if you did. Hope you enjoyed. I think that's probably it for today. We'll be back tomorrow morning with more Like a Dragon Infinite Wealth at 8:30 a.m. Pacific. And then later in the day, we'll have some more Satisfactory. I'll keep working on this power until I figure out how much I can get and get that much. And then we'll move on to probably computers after that. But that is going to be it for the stream. Thanks again for watching. We'll see you guys next time. Take care. Bye.